Okay, guys, we're in the last two questions. Number 4, find the present value of the ordinary annuity if M is equal to 600 and is semi-annually this time. R is 2%, T is 10 years. Okay, so this time, this is very much like the first question we did. It's asking you for the present value. So that means you're going to use the present value formula for an annuity. You want to know, in other words, how much can you afford, how big of a loan can you afford under these circumstances? You can pay $600 twice a year and it's semi-annually, yeah. So let me just start by rewriting my variables, this time with numbers. The numbers I'm going to actually plug in. So M is equal to 600, that doesn't change. N is equal to semi-annually, meaning twice in a year. R is 2%, meaning it's 0.02, and T is 10 years, so T is 10. Okay, so those are the things I'm going to plug into this formula to know the present value, right? Alright, let's do that. Let's get rid of these old guys I don't need. Okay. So, just to remind myself, I'm looking at this formula on the left as I type it in. Alright, it's 600, that's the M. Parentheses for the brackets, let's do one for the brackets, and then parentheses for the numerator. 1 minus parentheses 1 plus 0.02 divided by 2 for N. Yeah. Exponent, parentheses, negative 2 times 10. That's negative N times T. Close the exponent and then close the numerator. Divide to get the denominator. Remember, the denominator also in a set of parentheses 0.02 divided by N, which is 2. Close, close, and this is what I get. $10,827.33 to the nearest cent. And that matches what I was supposed to get here. So, okay, I did it correctly. Right, so this seems maybe low, but remember N is semi-annually, so you're only paying $600 twice a year as opposed to 12 times a year. So that's why it's a lot smaller loan. And it's only for 10 years too. So the longer this number is too, the more you could expect the loan amount to be. Alright, last question. So that was number 4 just now that we did. Alright, now we're moving on to number 5, last one. Find the monthly payment for the following loan. $110,000 with 20% down payment. Okay, so this is similar to the other home loan question. $110,000 times 0.2. Oh, okay, so you know I said times 0.2, and then we subtracted that from 110,000. So you get 88,000, right? Another option is you could actually just go straight to the end. You take 110,000 multiplied by 1 minus 0.2 or 0.8, and you would have got the end result real quick. But people tend to be more confused about this one, so usually when I teach it, I just do it this way, straight 20% and then subtract that value. So 88,000, that is your P. Let's start writing that down. P is 88,000, right? And okay, this is number 5. But let me write this below. Okay, P is 88,000. What else do I want to know? What else do I know? I know that it's interest rate is really high. It's 10.5%, so 0.105. Yeah. I know my N is gonna be monthly, so 12, and I know my T is gonna be 30 years, so 30. I want to find the monthly payment. That means this guy here. I have my P, I've got R, I've got N, I've got T. Those are all the variables, so I'm ready to go. Let's just type that thing into the formula. So P is 88,000 times R over N, which was 0.105 divided by 12. That's the numerator. And then divide to get the denominator. Parentheses for the denominator. 1 minus parentheses 1 plus 0.105 divided by 12 for N to the negative 12 times 30. close. And I get 804.97 to the nearest cent. And that matches what I was supposed to get. So your monthly payment is $804. That's for a, what is it? $88,000 loan. After you made the 20% down payment for a $110,000 house. Okay, that seems high, right? Because it is high. Your interest rate is 10.5%. That's like super high. Like I said, I just looked up stuff. The current interest rates are about 3.75%. So this is like, you would not want to pay this amount. Okay, question number B. How much would be saved to the nearest dollar in problem A if you finance for 15 years instead of 30 years? Alright, so that means you're going to have to repeat the whole question, except you treat N as being, instead of 30, 15, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this value in the back of my mind. Let me actually even write it down. 30-year monthly payment is $804.97. Okay, to the nearest cent. We'll run to dollars at the very end, just to be as accurate as possible. Okay, so that was for 30 years monthly payment. If I change to 15 years, the only part that's going to change is the t. So if I can just repeat the same formula, right? In fact, I'm just going to copy and paste, so I can leave the old one there. I'm going to just change 30 to 15. 15 years instead. So the 15-year monthly payment that is $972.75 to the nearest cent. Now it seems so. What that means is, like, if you do 30 years as opposed to 15 years, it seems like you're saving money per month, right? You save about $100 and almost $70 per month. But that saving is not exactly saving because you're paying this a lot longer. You're paying over double the time period. Now, maybe it's wise to do that though, because maybe, well, for one thing, you can't afford this monthly payment and you want a certain type of house, so that's understandable. Or maybe you take that difference and you invest it, and that difference is going to grow for you at a higher rate, and that's also understandable. But in any case, if we're just looking at face value, how much do you save doing 15 years versus 30 years? So we first need to know how much you paid overall. If I do 30 years, total paid for 30 years, well, I gotta take my monthly payment, $804.97, right? I gotta multiply that by number of times I paid it, which is 12 times a year. And for how many years? 30 years. So what does that equal to? Let's see. 804.97 times 12 times 30 is $289,789.20. Okay, interesting. By the way, let's just remind ourselves, how much did I borrow? I borrowed $88,000, and in the end, I ended up paying $289,000. Okay, that sucks, but that's, well, again, this interest rate is high, but you know, that's kind of the idea. You're gonna end up paying a lot more than the actual loan. Okay, total paid for 15 years. That would be $972.75, right? Times 12. This time times 15 though, because I'm only paying it for 15 years, right? Okay, let's see. So 972.75 times 12 times 15 is, and the value is $175,095 exact. $95 exactly. All right, so not as bad. Not as bad. What's the difference? 289,789.2, the first value, minus 175,095.0. And the difference is 114,694 to the nearest dollar. You throw away those 20 cents, and this is the number that you end up with: $114,694. I mean $114,694. I said dollars before the 694 just now, but you get the idea. Okay, so that's it. That's how much you save. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this guy named Dave Ramsey. He's a financial advisor person, and I recommend listening to some of his stuff. Not that everything he says is infallible, but he has a lot of good things to say. Dave Ramsey. About how to get debt free. You can check out his website. He also has this course on financial peace. I took this course. If you want to know more information about that, you can ask me directly later. How to get rid of debt and how to, because you don't want to carry debt. Debt is like it's gonna pull away your overall everything, your happiness for one thing, and just your potential to earn income, earn wealth. So first step is to get rid of debt, and then he talks a little bit about some other stuff like he talks a little bit about annuities and stuff like that too. But anyways, I recommend his course. You can ask me if you want more information about where they have it locally. And I think that's it. So this is the answer to the last question though. The difference between these two values, which was this number, and that's the same thing out here. So okay guys, I'll see you in class if you're around. We'll just maybe play around with some actual numbers, like in the current market. And otherwise, if you don't need the practice, then you can just go ahead and do the homework. And I'll see you next time. Okay, bye guys.